state the issues of whether the right of the recent burial, cremation of the deceased included right to dispose according to the wish of the deceased. Petitioner seeks the right to dignified burial as per deceased wishes. Roots the constitutional rights and status. Citing the Article 21, the Indian Succession Act places common cause of the petition that emphasizes the deceased wishes for the cremation as it is stated in the will. As it is stated in the will, it is the fundamental right of the particular citizen. It is the last wish of the citizen. Please do consider the High Court intervention to protect the dignity, equality, and the religious freedom. Actually, it is the will written according to the written on the name will. Will is written by a particular citizen who stated that it was for the protection of body will even comes under the declaration. That means as it is written on the Bible, there is no particular prohibition or there is no particular right or any commandment that has been written on the Bible to be buried on this man only. There is no particular way or there is no particular data that has been written on the Bible. You should bury the body that has to be done on this way. There is no particular procedure. There is only one procedure in the time of Egyptian times. We called it as a mummies and all. And if you come on to the Bible and all, they stated that there is no particular procedure of the burial body. It was written and it was added on the particular New Testament. It was written in the Bible that you have to be do like this and it was. But originally, as a context of the Old Testament, there is no particular procedure that has to be written. You have to do on this only. So it was considered that we have received asked in right that Hindu commission and the or in Christian or Hindu burial ground. But as it is cited on Article 25, the Constitution, the Supreme Court rulings the international norms on the argument on the religious freedom. It has come under the religious freedom because as we consider all the particular rights of the particular citizen, it was written on the cases like Hospital and Union of India and Ashray Adhikar Abhiyan versus Union of India. It has the supporters view that refusal for a burial in the Hindu ground as per the deceased wish contravenes the Article 15, 21 and 25 and Section 297 of the IPC. It has been particular denial undermines the constitutional principles and the human dignity. As we go into the third issue, whether the last wish regarding the disposal stated in the will can be legally considered as it was mentioned, my lord, in before. The petitioner seeks the burial for the deceased according to her last will expressed in the will. That referring to Article 25, the petitioner argues for the fundamental right to choose the religious practices mentioned, my lord, in before. The petitioner seeks the burial for the deceased according to her last will expressed in the will. That referring to Article 25, the petitioner argues for the fundamental right to choose the religious practices. We can do the religious practice as it was mentioned in the before arguments that there is no particular position, there is no particular procedures to do like this or like that only. Whatever the will that has to be written and the wish that has been done, rituals, especially after the confirmation.
All practices cannot be separately.
Yes, that's right. Yes, in Christianity, there is no particular rules and there is no limitation you have to do. That's what I am supporting. Particularly from the SC/ST communities, the highlight the constitutional violation in denying the petitioner last wish is to importance of considering a letter of wishes accompanying the will. Example, the poet Jayanta Mahapatra reinforces the significance of respecting individual choice in funeral arguments. The petitioner cremation in Hindu burial ground upholding the constitutional values of dignity, equality, and religious freedom. Whether the dignity of the respondents of the cremation, burial of the deceased interprets the rights of the deceased under the constitution and the sexual caste and sexual rights. It is respectfully submitted to the petitioner argues that the constitutional rights like SC/ST Act citing the Articles 25, 21 and 50 and 7 17, the case highlights the religious freedom, dignity, health, and non-discrimination. Key rulings like yes, sir. The petitioner argues that uphold this right as per emphasizing the caste discrimination, enrich the constitution and legal proceedings like that, as we cited in this fourth issue, that the scheduled tribes and scheduled caste this is under the constitution or not. When we particularly three rulings in Pradesh Gandhi and the state of Maharashtra, it was cited to have a dignified career at any cost. Because on this case that has been observed when we go into the root points and all, in this case that was being observed that the dignified career is the last the last respect that we given to the particular individual. That means when we have the right to life, we should have also the right to have a decent career at any cost that has been cited on the particular case. And when we go into the whether the issues that has been raised before, the SC/ST cases or any particular things, when the Christian cremation grounds or the Hindu cremation Mahapastana Seva Samiti that has been raised and issues and all, we have a clear-cut data that there is no particular religious Christian religious practices that we have to do on the particular basis of the Bible or either on the New Testament or the Old Testament. There is no particular proceeding. These are being added by the people that has been the coming of the ages or the decades. We have to do like this. One by decade, there is adding a new rules and new practice. So when we consider according to the Bible, there is no particular data that has been recorded on the Bible up to now from the New Testament to Old Testament. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And when we go to the particular issues and all, when we I would like to suggest quote the bench of case law that has been shared in National Human Rights Commission versus the state of Arunachal Pradesh. The justice, equality, liberty, and fraternity that has been issued, and the last rites are conducted in the manner of respectful of the dignity, beliefs, and the choices. Then we go into the council ends up here the argument which is the right to proceed with the right. Yes, ma'am. The right of facts stated that there are issues raised, argument and cons that has been cited. The petitioner humbly prays that the honorable court may be placed to break the petition and the mandamus to issue the directive 1, 2nd, 3rd respondent to allow the funeral of the deceased immediately on alternate direct on 1st, 2nd and 4th responsibility to allow the funeral deceased immediately to declare the right of the burial cremation included right to be disposed of according to the wish of the deceased, to declare the deceased being a Christian has the right of disposal according to the Hindu rights, to declare the wish stated by the deceased will legal declaration made by the deceased and consider legally and declare the respondent have grossly interfered with the rights of the deceased both under the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Prevention Act of 1989 by denying that decent disposal on the basis of the belongings of the